Welcome to my new podcast. I'm going to start with taking you for a walk through my beautiful, beautiful area. Dog walk, clearly. It's a little bit sketchy, so you might actually get to see me wipe out, but who knows. I just wanted to, I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time, and I'm calling it Orbit because you're about to enter my orbit. And I hope you enjoy it. It's there's going to be some fun times. I'm definitely going to show you around my neighborhood, and there's going to be some sad times because I have a stupid autoimmune disease that I got diagnosed with in 2010 and had to fight hard for life and everything. And I feel like my experience can help other people go through their experience, so that is a big purpose. I will do a few episodes of other Wegener patient stories that I met on the Wegener's forum. Some of them are gone from this realm. I feel like they sometimes watch over me. And I was going to do a book way back when I first got sick, because I'm the kind of person who can't sit still on my ass even when I'm down. So I collected a bunch of waggy stories. That's what we call ourselves. Squirrels. I hope bug doesn't pull on me. And with the waggy stories, we were going to write a little anthology, but I never got around to it, and I still have all the waggy stories, and I'd like to. Those people wanted them to be shared, so I will share them in this format. I will read them for you, and you can get acquainted with some of the Wegener's patients and what their experience was in looking for a diagnosis. I will talk about managing the healthcare system and figuring out ways around the bureaucracies that keep people from getting what they need. I have a promise to you. My promise to you is that I will always be 100% authentic. I am not going to cross-promote myself on social media because I gave up social media during COVID. I found it really highlighted the ugliness of people, and I didn't want to have anything to do with that. And so this will be what it will be, and if it's meant to go out there, it'll go out there, and if it's not, then it won't, and such is life. I'm totally okay with that. Welcome to a very burnt up forest. I don't know if any of you know, I live in Jasper, and I'm taping this February 1st of 2026, and in 2024 we had a massive fire destroy a massive part. I used massive twice. A huge part of the forest. As you can see around, this is what it looks like. It's actually kind of neat. And also about a third of our town. And I feel absolutely, as the Brits would say, gutted by what some people are going through right now trying to rebuild. But there's nothing much I can do about that other than hopefully inspire hope and resilience and go from there. I just put out a little book about the burnt forest that you see all around me, and this little dog named Bug who came to us. She was born actually right around when Jasper people were allowed to come back into town after almost a month of being evacuated. And she came with a scar, and our town is now scarred up. So I wanted to write a little kid's book, which I wrote shortly after we got her, but I tried illustrating it a couple of times. I really hated my illustrations, but I promised myself that before I start this podcast, I want to finish that book. So I just finished the book. It's printed. It's in local stores. And that little seed is out into the planet. And now it's time for podcasting, which has been something that I've been feeling pulled towards, but super scared to do. I'm watching my footing here because it's really kind of crazy. I've been really, really scared to do this because I'm a truth speaker, and my truth does not resonate with everybody. And I've known that I'll probably piss people off. But then I came to the realization that it doesn't matter what you do, some people will always be pissed off. And I'm going to pause for a sec because somebody is having a little rest station. So 2 minutes while I pick up some poop. Talk about authentic, right? I'm not going to do that in front of you. There, poop picked up. People on the trail passed. So, what I was saying was that I am big on speaking my truth, and it doesn't resonate with everybody, but I have to get over myself, and despite all the fear and anxiety I have about doing this, I have to do it because I think it can help some people. I'm a strong believer in alchemizing shitty situations into something beneficial, and this is not the personification of it, because doing a podcast is not personification, but this is the manifestation of that. That's what the book did. When I first got sick, I started a pajama day in town and a foundation so that we could raise awareness for autoimmune disease. And I'll do some podcasts on that. And I like how you lift your leg up. And then when my dad passed away, I alchemized that by raising some money and buying a UV phototherapy unit for the town, because if he had found that earlier in his experience, he'd probably be still alive today. And that's a long story, so I won't get into that. But I believe that out of every horrible situation, and you can test this theory out yourself, that there's something golden hidden there's a golden nugget in everything. Okay, I'm not gonna go down there because it's icy. So I'm gonna do a little bushwhack to keep myself from crashing. Let's go on a bushwhack. Check out what the trees, I'm gonna show you when we get closer. This is so neat what some of these trees have done. Oh, this looks a little sketch too. No, not this way, bug. Maybe we'll see some wildlife. So we're now heading towards the Overlander Trail from Six Bridge. Bushwhackery. I'm just doing the little flower loop, which is actually beautiful in spring because it's all covered with wildflowers. But right now, I'm not actually on the trail because the trail is too sketch. I'm following some animal trail by the looks of it. So I hope that you join me in my little podcast, my orbit. And I will not only talk about that stuff. We'll go into my kitchen and I'll show you some of my more easy to follow recipes that are like big hits with friends and stuff. So yeah, I will share stuff with you. I'm trying to convince my daughter into going for drives with me, which is something that we've been doing with her. We'll just go for drives and listen to tunes around the mountains and talk shit. So I know that she doesn't want to be on camera, but she also has a beautiful, beautiful mind. I know I'm biased, but I don't think that's... I think that's been corroborated by people that are not biased. And maybe I'll get her to interview me and ask me tricky questions while we go for our drives. Who knows? Who knows what will unfold? I will let this whole experiment be organic and see where it leads me. Maybe, hopefully, on this little walk we'll see some animals. I saw a bunch on the way out here in the car, but I feel like I might not be so lucky on the trail. What else can I tell you? I will try. When I was a kid, I was born in Bulgaria, and I came here as a refugee in 1977. We ran away from communism in 76. And I just went back to Bulgaria. I went back when I was 18, so in 85. And met up with some old friends. So I just went back this last fall. Is that birds or is... Oh, I thought that was bug. It's actually birds. Oh, bird song. I went to Bulgaria this fall for the first time. This is so sketchy. For the first time in 40 years. And it was a pretty special experience. I did meet up with my friends. I hung out my lovely cousin from Australia who lived in the neighborhood when I was small. They still have their house, so she goes back regularly. And she was kind enough to let me crash with her for a month. Talk about overstaying your welcome. And I had a very spiritual experience. Bulgaria has changed a lot, and not necessarily for the better. I mean, there's some things that are better, but it's really sad to see how run down things are and how I think people have just gotten accustomed to it, so they don't even notice it. That made me sad. But it also got rid of that nostalgic bubble that I was living in. So I think now I can go back to Bulgaria without the attached nostalgia that was leaning heavy on my heart. But where was I going with that? I came to Canada. Oh, I don't know if you'll no, I know that you will notice this, but my memory, she ain't what she used to be. I tend to interrupt myself and sidetrack my thoughts, which is really common, especially if I'm talking at length like I am right now. I'm usually a listener. I don't talk very much when I'm in company. I tend to listen more. And this is kind of weird. It's another reason why this is weird. I feel like I'm putting myself out there a lot. Sorry, runny nose. Yeah, so you will get to know me. Wrinkles, white hair. I'm growing my hair out right now. I just cut it last summer because I've been living with long hair forever, and it was starting to kind of shit, TMI, like my daughter would say. And I decided I'm just gonna cut it short. I cut it short now, and I also promised myself that no matter how stupid it looks along the regrowth path, I'm not gonna mess around with it. So you get to see me as I regrow my hair. It looks like this, but like I said, what I promise you is 100% authenticity. And I hope that this works out. Oh, yeah. I'm okay if it doesn't. I'm happy if it does. It will be what it will be. And my motto in life is, if you don't try, you don't know. And if you try, the worst thing that can happen is nothing happens. And nothing happening is status quo. And I'm perfectly happy with my life right now, living in my skin. Oh, there's a whiskey jack. Living in my skin. Hi, buddy. I never see you guys anymore. Whiskey jacks used to be around a lot, and now you can hardly ever see them. He's hiding from us, but I'm gonna go up and see if I can show him to you. They're the fuzzy, cute members of the, what are they, corvid family? Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye. Hey. And you see the vehicles over there, but wow. What beauty. That got burnt. Where is it? Over there. I think 2 years. And over there. 2 years before the big fire. There's a beautiful pyramid poking through. Yeah, pretty darn ugly.